here I am in the Cemetery of Ash, where I fought Iudex Gundyr. I want to look at some things about the area layout. Then I'll be returning to the Champion Gundyr bonfire and seeing what I can see. So through these doors in this lighted realm is Firelink Shrine. And it's worth mentioning, Firelink Shrine, the sky here, it's changed, it's different, it's unreal. Like, look at this. These clouds that blow so quickly that scud across the sky, this light that comes from everywhere and nowhere. That's not what the realm of Lothric looks like now. Right? I've been up on the high wall just recently, and I've been beyond it. There is a burning, there's a flame coming from the ground and the sky. So, it seems to me that this place is not in the same world as Lothric. Perhaps the untended graves are also not real compared to it, but this is not. Let's look at the geography. There's the high wall, right? There's the Cemetery of Ash leading up to, what is that, a gate? Whatever it is, you can't actually reach it, not through the cemetery. But you can reach it through the untended graves. That is the consumed king's garden down there, and it lets out into the graves. But not in this world. I wonder if I go all the way back to where I crawled out of a hole in the ground, will I find the same things there? So judging by the soul of Iudex Gundyr, he is indeed the guy from the story. Where is it? Right. Once a champion came late to the festivities and was greeted by a shrine without fire and a bell that would not toll. So that's roughly the story of Champion Gundyr. He was unkindled. He arrived at Firelink Shrine too late. The fire had gone out, right? That makes sense. In the world I was just in, there is no flame. It's all dark. The whole world? Is that an age of dark, in fact? Stop following me. So, why is... And according to the description of Gundyr's halberd that you can buy with his soul, it says he was given a duty to stay there, guard the shrine eternally, to watch the unkindled. So that makes sense, but the timing of it, if that was an age of darkness, that you waited from darkness into fire, and does that mean that I was in the past, or... But what is this world? When is this world relative to the world of Lothric? Oh, this is where I woke up, actually. And you find an item here, the Ashen Estus Ring in the untended graves, where your own corpse was, which it said the Queen of Lothric had caused to be left for being unkindled. Whereas here, there it is, the hole in the wall. If you could get in there, but you can't. That would be the consumed king and his dragon burrow. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to check one more thing. I'm going to confirm that this sky is wrong. That we are not in the same world as Lothric. Well, as the bulk of the game. I always thought it was weird that you start the game by warping. Why would they do that if not for a reason? So, there's the shrine on this side. Okay. Yeah, here's the undead settlement, the foot of the high wall, from which you can see much of the game. And the sky. Wow. That sun. Kind of want to get to the Giant's Tower or go up the Cathedral of the Deep over there. See it from closer, but that wouldn't accomplish anything. Wow, look at that guy holding his bow up to the sky. That's pretty. This is a pretty game. What is that burning eclipse? Is this truly the death of fire? It's the death of something. A world, maybe? So yeah, Firelink Shrine might be on the other side of that, but I don't think it's the version with a white sky. Or the one with a black sky. Look at where the bonfires are. Untended Graves, Champion Gundyr. They're clearly in the Cemetery of Ash, you know, it's the same place. Man. Okay. It's time to bite this bullet. This is, I will not claim otherwise, alarming. It's not a void, it's just dark. There is simply no sun in the sky. No fire, no sun. High Lord Gwyn was the god of the sun. Perhaps that's... When Yorn the Giant linked the flame, it was a fire from the sky that burned the people of the profane capital. I wonder if the sun, the first flame, are those concepts linked more closely than I had previously thought. This is the Firelink Shrine environs, alright. Those cliffs falling away into darkness. I am like dreading what I'm going to find in here. Something is so wrong with everything. I think... Is that a Black Knight? It is a Black Knight. See, these guys, they exist in the real world. You can't fake a Black Knight. They're solid. They won't bend for you. They may be burned to ash, but they endure. Oops. I guess it wasn't a Black Knight. It was like more than one Black Knight. Well, you know, basically the same thing, right? And if this truly is Firelink Shrine, there should be Black Knights here. And so there are. I don't want to be unkindled here. I want even cinders will do. It's so dark, even inside. Is that the light of a bonfire I saw? That would be quite welcome. Not because I need a bonfire, I'm close to another one, but because it was just something to indicate that this blackness is not forever. Arch trees and eternal dragons, right? I saw a flame. I'll have to go back down. Chaos Blade. That's where the Ushikatana was. Cannot unlock the door to the grave. Another Black Knight. Where'd that one come from? If someone linked the flame here, it should be full of Black Knights. That's what creates them, you know? Alright, let's theorize. Champion Gundyr becomes unkindled, turns up to participate in the ritual of the linking of the fire, but he's too late, right? Whatever. He's too late. The fire has gone out. So then what? He is given a task. By whom? How? He is set to judge further future unkindled. So darkness is going to lead to fire like it always was? That seems bleak. That acceptance of that cycle. Especially if the cost to link is higher every time, it just doesn't seem sustainable. I mean, it's fossil fuels, right? There is a light up there. I saw it. Oh, those are the lights of Firelink Shrine. It's not a bonfire. I think perhaps a bonfire is the last thing you would find anywhere in this world. I think this is an Age of Dark, or... But if this is the real world, it can't be. I don't think either of them is the current timeline. Well, what I want to know is, where is the Champion of Ash? Where or when is the Champion of Ash from? What world or timeline is Rek from? If she wakes up in the Cemetery of Ash in the world with a lighted sky, the world in which the flame does not need to be linked, then is that like... So the Ages of Fire and Darkness, well, it seems like an Age of Darkness. Whoever runs this cycle, gods? I don't know, are the gods still alive? It seems like they couldn't survive an Age of Darkness. It's antithetical to it. The same gods, at the very least, could not. But what if they pulled a trick, a con? What if they used worlds where the fire was linked to bootstrap ones where it was not? What if Ages of Dark are made into non-canonical timelines? Like with Solaire of Astora, who links the fire in Dark Souls 1, if you do not. What if somewhere, when the fire gets linked? And that's enough, that keeps the whole thing going. Feels like a bit of a scam, doesn't it? Darkstalker Karth would certainly be disappointed. This place, though, this feels like in some ways the real Firelink Shrine. At least as you might expect it to be in the aftermath of Dark Souls 1. But the other one? That's what the gods would have wanted. And we know that Dark Sun Gwendolyn survived and kept up his ritual and his illusions and his semi-benevolent tyranny. At least until he got tyrannized in turn rather less benevolently and devoured. Sic Semper Deus. Fuck. I might just run past that night, collect the treasure, and then go into the shrine. Man. I've been really putting it off, haven't I? Because this is so cool. What does it mean? I don't know. Ton of Black Knights here. Now, of the three weapons I've got that I use regularly, the stock, the Hollow Slayer sword, and the Ushikatana. The Ushikatana is the one with which I am least proficient at killing Black Knights. I mean, you may have noticed I was defeating them sometimes, but making mistakes and dying from time to time. I decided to not bother anymore. Let's go into Firelink Shrine. Oh shit, what's that? What's that glow? Dark ahead, and then silence. The thrones are here, but empty. Look at them all. Yorm the Giant of the profaned capital. Watchers of the Abyss. Holy King Lothric, last hope of his line. Yeah, right. Ludleth the Exiled. Even Ludleth? Ludleth too is gone. I don't care about Aldrich, that asshole. What is this in the ashes of the last fire? Coiled sword fragment. The coiled sword is what I pulled out of Gundir and stuck in here to seemingly restart or temporarily start the fire. Coiled sword. Coiled sword. It's not a key item. It's not a weapon, is it? No. It's not a... Is it a usable item? Where is the coiled sword fragment? There it is. Fragment of the coiled sword of a bonfire which served its purpose long ago. Oh, it's a homeward bone which can be used repeatedly. Bonfires are linked to one another irreversibly, retaining their affinity long after the purpose is exhausted. This is a world in which the fire was linked, but it went out. Oh, who's that? The Shrine Maid?
Well, fancy that. A lost lamb wandereth in, with nary a peep from the bell. Well, thou shouldst my purpose know. What can this old handmaid provide thee?
Answers.
To skirt the curse's grasp, tarry not for long. 'Tis dark for now, and not a soul stirs. But remember, fires are known to fade in quiet. Or perhaps thou'rt captive already,
Dark for
like the
now.
poor girl.
The girl. The firekeeper?
To skirt the tatties, or like...
Where is she? Well, items are sold here. Dried finger, tower key, wolf knight equipment. And a priestess ring. Might as well buy that.
Best not tarry.
Huh. Andre, if he's lived through like ages and ages, but he's not here. But everything is laid out. Look at this, the circle, the tools set down, waiting for someone to come and pick them up. Blacksmith hammer. Metal hammer passed down amongst blacksmiths of the shrine. It's not the same guy. Of course it's not. It's a family master-apprentice thing. It's another cycle. I should show this to the present day, if it really is the present day Andre. This darkness. It's so spooky, everything is so quiet. Eyes of a firekeeper? Item effect. Reveals horrors to the sightless firekeeper. Said to be the eyes of the first firekeeper, and the light that was lost by all firekeepers to come. It reveals to the sightless firekeepers things that they should never see. What has been hidden from them? Why are they blinded? Anastasia, Irina, this one. There's stuff. Meaningful bad stuff. Hollow's ashes. Umbral ash of a hollow who faithfully served a woman only to become separated from her. It takes but a brief glance at this thing to easily envision Londor, the foreboding land of hollows. Okay. Is there anything more of this darkened shrine to explore?
Well, thou'rt exceeding lost indeed. What can this?
I'm not. I don't know if it's me who's lost. Something is. Can I go out the top here? The rest of the shrine? Or is that closed off? Oh, the gates are open. Not that there's necessarily anything here. Seed of a tree of giants, thank you. The door to the grave. That's no way to open that. Can't pull down the ladder, so there's no crow chat. Someone managed to jump up here. Yep. Time for looking away. I don't know. I don't know if you can look away from this. That's it, I think. That's Firelink Shrine in an age of darkness. And again, And I say once more, What exactly is the point if this is going to be the result? I think I've got some eyes to deliver. Yeah. Reveals things that were never meant to be seen. Well, meant by whom? By Gwyn and his cronies? Well, they're all dead. Except for Yorshka. Who was trapped in a prison of her own naivete instead. I need to know who Lothric is, this Prince Lothric, but it almost doesn't matter.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Ashen One, are these eyes? How gracious of thee, Ashen One. The very things we Firekeepers have been missing. Ashen One, my thanks for the eyes thou'st given. But Firekeepers are not meant to have eyes. It is forbidden.
By whom?
These will reveal through a sliver of light frightful images of betrayal. A world without fire. Ashen One, is this truly thy wish?
A world without flame. Whose betrayal? I have to know.
Of course. I serve thee and will do as thou bidst. This will be our private affair. No one else may know of this. Stay thy path. Find lords to link the fire, and I will blindly tend to the flame until the day of thy grand betrayal.
Grand betrayal. Is that really right?
Farewell, Ashen One. Mayst thou thy peace discover.
I'll need to decide. I will need to think. I need to learn more. Could Ludleth have some answers? He's seen all this before.
Aha, so. The eyes show a world destitute of fire. A barren plain of endless darkness.
I've seen it.
A place born of betrayal. So, I willed myself lord to link the fire, to paint a new vision. What is thine intent?
He's seen them too. I don't know if this is the right thing to do. I may need to change things, but I just don't know yet.